Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to a new edition of the Sports Shop 27. I'm your host, Jermaine Coulter, and today's special guest. Oh, man, we got a SoCon player in the house tonight from Sanford University. This guy was a kick return, punt return specialist. He was actually the most electrifying player in 2022 college football season. This guy got picked up by the Denver Broncos in the fifth round, 162nd pick. He has 40 kick returns, I think for 330 yards. The longest was 30, and I think 19 punt returns for 250 yards. The longest was 29. Y'all give it up for Mr. Super Bowl champion, wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs, Montrell, Washington. What's going on, Montrell?
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Glad to be on here.
You like that intro?
Yeah, you snapped. You did that. I ain't gonna lie, you did. I gotta take better pictures, man. My pictures gotta get better. I gotta start getting it cut and all that. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's what's up, man. We appreciate you coming on the show, man. For everybody that's watching, make sure you subscribe, hit that YouTube button, share, like, comment, let everybody know that we got a Super Bowl champion in the house, the first one, just current season. I want you guys to follow also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So, Montrell, for the people that don't know you, let them know where you're from and a little bit about your background.
Yeah. So obviously Montrell, Washington. I'm from Marietta, Georgia. Georgia boy. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, that's where the ballers come from. But we not gonna speak on that. Nah, I'm playing. But yeah, I'm from Marietta, Georgia. Basically started playing football in Marietta, Georgia when I was 4 years old for a little park. It was like this little park called it was actually like Fair Oaks Lobos. That was the name of the team. Well, actually, the first team was Marietta Blue Eagles, and
Okay.
then we switched to like Fair Oaks Lobos. But yeah, started playing ball, and then kind of every normal kid. Obviously, just love playing football. Always outside playing ball, and kind of as we got older, transitioned, and I moved to Canton, and that's where
Oh,
I kind of grew up, I would say, from eighth grade on up to high school, throughout college. That's why I kind of grew up there. So Marietta, I was there until my seventh grade year, and then I moved up to North Georgia, I guess you would say,
oh.
and continue school up that way.
All right. Shout out to Canton, Georgia, and Cobb County, Marietta.
Most
So talk about the environment there, man. Talk about the atmosphere living in Georgia growing up.
yeah, I mean, it was good. Like I say, I mean, in Georgia, when I was in Marietta, I was always around family. I'm a big family guy, and my
Oh,
family's always together, so it was always big family group, always with my cousins, things like that, aunts, uncles, and yeah, just always outside. I was always outside. I was always the fast, small guy. So you know what I mean. I was always doing some, maybe flipping. Like I do backflips. So I was always that kid, just doing something.
okay.
And like once we got up to Canton, obviously it was a little older, but it was still the same cool, nice vibes, nothing crazy. Kind of just hung out at my godparents' house. We swam a lot. I love to swim. Swam a lot. Played basketball. Football, stuff like that. Just normal kid stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary.
All right. Cool. Cool. So, who was the person that inspired you to play football, or what was the first sport you played? That's two.
Uh,
Yeah.
wait. The first sport was football, and I have to say, like, inspired me.
Or who was your favorite player? Like you, I want to be like him, or I want
Yeah.
to play football.
Well, really, it was just I was thrown out there first because I really didn't have like a favorite player at first. My uncle
Okay.
kind of just threw me out there.
Okay.
Then once I kind of started playing and I started, I guess I'd say Reggie Bush for sure.
Oh,
I
cool.
wanted to be like Reggie Bush. Obviously, he was scoring the touchdowns. I didn't
Yes,
have to tackle. I didn't have to do all that. I didn't want the big tackler guy. I didn't like to tackle them. So
I feel you.
Reggie Bush scored touchdowns, and I just wanted to score touchdowns like Reggie. So I just have to say him for sure.
All right. So you always played on the offensive side of the ball. You never played defense.
I played defense. I did. They obviously coaches. They make you play defense,
Yeah.
toughen up. As you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played defense. I played a little bit of corner, a little bit of safety, stuff like that. But I was an ankle biter. That's about it. You're not gonna get no big hits out of me. I'm gonna make the tackle sometimes, but hey.
All right. So your main position was wide receiver. When did you know that football was your go-to sport? I mean, I know you ran track in or played basketball.
I didn't play basketball but I did run track. I was running track as well. Start running track when I was about 7 or 8, I believe. And
Okay.
I was doing track and football at that time. And yeah, track was good as well. I used to did AAU track with a team called First Light.
Mhm.
That was real fun. Obviously met a lot of people through track. That got me faster. And people out there, please make your kids run track. It'll help. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
so you go into like middle school. You said that you play wide receiver. You played corner. Safety. Going into high school. When did you know like, hey, I'm just staying at wide receiver, or did you play both in high school as well?
nah, going into high school, I didn't play both. Like I would, coach maybe put me out there. My high school coach, Coach Shaw at the time, Josh Shaw, my dog. He he put me out there maybe 1 or 2 games, and that's the guard. It was just we played team Walton. That's the only time I played defense. When we played Walton, they had this kid Blaylock. He was real good, and I went out there maybe a few times to guard him, but it was nothing crazy. Other than that, I really didn't play too much on defense in high school.
Okay, cool, cool. So in your freshman year, did you start right away, or did you play JV, B team?
Yeah, so going starting the freshman year, I wasn't did not get called up to varsity at all. I
Okay,
was a little guy, obviously, but I came in at a running back and receiver, but mainly I was kind of playing running back.
okay,
Um, and played throughout the whole freshman year up there at Cherokee High School. And then a few guys got ended up getting called up. My guy Ethan Bridges, my guy Lazon West, and a few other of my friends, they got called up, and I didn't. I'm like, all right, cool. So and I didn't play JV as well. And then going to in the 10th grade year, that's kind of what things like started to like click a little
okay.
bit.
All right. So you started clicking in 10th grade.
Yeah.
What class of football were you guys considered in at the time?
Uh,
4A, 5A, 6A?
Yeah, now we were at the time, I believe it wasn't a 7A then, so yeah, we were 6A. We were
Okay.
6A. And yeah, we play some good teams for sure. Playing good teams.
That leads me into asking, who were y'all rivals?
Our rivals were teams like Etowah, like the teams up there were like Etowah, that was a big rival we played, Woodstock, uh really I would say those two teams. The Etowah games and the Woodstock games were definitely those were the games you kind of, as a kid, you're like, yeah, this would it feel like. You know what I mean? Like that's when everybody came out. The student sections were crazy, and it was lit.
Oh, man. So what was like your pregame preparation in high school? Were you the CD player guy on Walkman, or or what era of high school? Were you streaming then?
Nah, so yeah, for me, it's crazy. Some of my guys can tell you, our quarterback in high school, Nolan, he did this thing one time. He came in because I never really listened to music myself before the game. I'm just like, we just finna go out there and play,
Okay.
stuff like that. But like I would say Nolan came in one time and he played like piano kind of music. And I'm like, bruh, what is this? Like, what are you doing? And then
No.
after that, yeah, he played that, and then then we played our music after, like some turnt music, obviously, and then I went crazy. So after that, it was like, all right, Nolan, you get a one song, play your little piano music, whatever, Beethoven, whatever, I'm a fan, and then we're gonna play our music after Nolan, you know. So yeah, I mean, I would listen to music, I say, before, and then it'd get me right. As long as
What,
Nolan played his music first, we was good.
what was y'all go-to song at that time?
Oh, I can't even tell you. I really don't even know. To be honest with you, I was whatever. Like, Migos was popping down at that time. It's just whatever. Like, anything. Like, whatever was that number one song. I might say something to the team, something crazy. Give them just to pump everybody up, and then we dropping the song. It's up, and it's like, you know what I mean. It's go
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So
Cool.
it was cool.
But your junior senior year, did you guys make to the playoffs? Make state championship appearance?
Junior year, nah. Junior year we were pretty good, but we didn't like make it to the playoffs at all. We ended up having injuries, so guys went down. Not saying that was the cause why we didn't make it, but just guys went down, and hey, other teams are just better than us. You know what I mean? We didn't make it, but senior year, that's when that's I have to say like we kind of just took over. Like I just they couldn't stop me, and
Okay.
that's when I would say Nolan. That's when Nolan was playing the like the piano music, and then I will play my music. That's when I and stuff like that. That's when we started to really click.
So you won a state championship your senior year.
No, we didn't win state. No, we didn't win state. I
Yeah.
just went crazy
Oh,
every
great.
game. You know what I
What,
mean? Every game. Yeah.
I mean, what was the most touchdowns you had in a single game in high school?
Uh,
I know you scored so many touchdowns. I mean, you can't remember that far back.
nah, probably I don't know, maybe Walton. No, we played. I think it was either it was I can't even. I don't know the name of the team. It was like a not. It was like a Forsyth, one of the Forsyth team, like South Forsyth, one of those
I know what
teams.
you're talking about.
And yeah, I got it on. I had it on my highlights. We played them, and I think I went for like 4 or 5 tubs, and like coach took me out. But it was crazy.
You took out third quarter, fourth quarter.
It was fourth. It was four, but I
Oh,
went insane. I went
oh,
insane. It was like one of those like it was like a game like we played like before like the actual game like one what do you call it like the jamborees
can't.
kind of like I say that was the crazy and it was I went the craziest that game and he like took us out. We played the ones played and then yeah we was out then. That was probably that's the most touchdowns I probably scored. But like in the actual game I say it was three or four.
Okay, okay. You get any picks in high school too?
No picks in high school. No picks in high school. My boy Aaron did though. My dog, he played both ways. He was locked down corner in my opinion. My boy Aaron got some, but I didn't at all. Nah.
What's up, man? That's what's up. So, did you make it to any Shriners game or like the All Star game, All American Armor?
Ah, so yeah, we can hit on that for sure. Like recruiting wise
Yeah.
and all that. Like we kind of got to go back now. So I
Okay.
say, yeah, let's go all the way back. When we talking like recruiting wise and stuff like that, I'm not gonna lie. Like I wasn't a fan of the grades and stuff, and that's where I messed up.
Okay.
That's literally where I messed up. The grades was important. You hear your coaches say grades important. You hear your teachers, everybody, but I'm balling. Like I'm not trying to hear that y'all talking about. And that was my mindset. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to hear that. I'm gonna go somewhere big. Like they gonna come get me. No, like I had going into senior year. I'm like junior year. I had a good junior year, but going into senior year before the season started, I'm like, why ain't been no offers? Like I'm confused. It was a point I'm almost like, bro, I don't even want to play no more. Uh,
Yeah.
and that's just me, like not really play no more, but I'm just just talking like, bro. I end up talking to one of my high school coaches, Coach Mack. He was like, I think Coach Mack was a baseball coach as well, but he was a high school. He was our DB coach.
Uh-huh.
Talk with Coach Mack. Coach Mack, like, man, if you don't shut up, he knocked some sense into me. Really, just like you, like, what do you mean? This, you knew what came with this. If your grades wasn't right, you wasn't gonna get this. If so, this your senior year coming up. You know what to do. This your chance to, do what you got to do. Lock in, and I did just that. Locked in my senior year. Um, was able to get my grades up. Was able to get offered from Kennesaw State, Sanford, Valdosta State, and I think a D2 Wingate as well.
Okay.
And I wanted to go D1 obviously, and not Valdosta, but Kennesaw State like ran a triple option, and I didn't see myself getting drafted running that. And then Sanford had like Andrew Harris. He was like one of the receivers at Cherokee, so he was like one of my best friends growing. Like I mean, I was there the whole time with him. He was like, "Oh, OG there," you know what I mean? So he was already at Sanford. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to play with y'all." They throw the ball 100 times. Like, I'm going to play with y'all. I can see myself getting drafted from there. Cool. And it just so happened, like I say, I locked it in and got the offer, and it was history from there. Went to Sanford. Like,
That was great, man. So your freshman year, you get to Sanford. You already told me you plugged in with your guy from where you came from. So talk about who else impact you on campus other than him.
It was really, I mean, first obviously it was him the reason I really like went, but then once I got on campus, man, it was all my brothers like that was on the team. Everybody just it was everybody. Once I got there, we was all locked in. My roommate Trayshawn, uh, Nelson, just like I can name the whole team, like, but it's literally the whole team. I locked in with everybody. But yeah, they was just had to say the team. Them the ones I just locked in with. I really didn't talk to kind of everybody outside. I just stayed within my knit group.
That's great. So in the SunCon conference, it's Georgia Southern, Georgia State, what Sanford. Um,
They switched it.
yeah, they did because James Madison is in there now, right?
Nah, they so all them teams used to be in there. Now
Okay.
when it was it's Sanford, Mercer, Western Carolina, ETSU, which is Eastern Tennessee, I
Eastern.
believe. ETSU, Chattanooga, and I believe it's five. I made Citadel. Don't want to forget about Citadel. Walford came. And am I missing? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Furman.
Okay.
Hey, I believe it.
All right.
And I think it's Mercer. Yeah. So it's a few, but you know,
So your freshman year, how did it pan out for you, man?
freshman year you come in and it's like, whoa. Like I can't even lie to you. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, you on your own. Technically, it's ain't nobody telling you. Not saying people tell you get up, but you really when you get to college, you on your own. It's first, yeah,
Yeah.
it's the beginning of adulthood a little bit, but get there. And going to class 8 a.m. Doing that. Then you got practice. After class, like it was kind of a lot for me. I'll just say that to start it off. My freshman year was kind of a lot, so I kind of like got behind with the grades. Start getting a little lackadaisical, not going to class sometimes. Still trying to play ball, doing what I got to do with football. Going to workout stuff like that, doing that, but it just wasn't clicking because I mean, if I'm not going to class doing that, then obviously I'm not gonna lock in on the field. If I'm not locking in on the field, you're not gonna play. You know what I mean? So I was there, but I wasn't playing. I
Once
wasn't doing,
you trying to
so
adjust.
exactly.
So once you made
So
that adjustment, when were you focused and you knew I'm locked in now? That's it.
I
What
have to
your
I have to
sophomore
say,
year or senior year?
nah, it probably went to this going into the senior year when they
Okay.
said we wasn't gonna have no, actually, it was junior. Yeah, junior about to go into senior when COVID hit, and when that hit, it was like, all right, you might not have a season, and now
Uh,
it's like, oh man, hold on, I'm not going to the league. And if just to say on that, like freshman year when I first came in, a lot of kids kind of not don't say this, and not to say I kind of, but I just spoken into existence. They asked me like, what do you want to be? Like, what do you want to study, whatever. And I told my advisor, Miss Page, like I'm going to the NFL, and it was that like. Everybody thought it was like a joke. Like all my teammates can tell you, coaches at Sanford can tell you. Like I told them straight up, like I'm going to the NFL, and everybody's like, no, 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 no. What do you really want to do? And I'm okay. You know what I mean? But at that time, like you said, you got to have a plan B. Not saying that's what God should do, but just that's what my mindset was. So now fast back for going to that senior year. Like I say, when they said we didn't have COVID hit and all that, now it's like okay, I done played around all the way until the end. My grades not really all where they supposed to be at. You know what I'm saying? I did okay junior year. I got it, got in the spotlight, couple games, getting spotlights there. So, my name kind of on the map now. I might not play. I did all this for nothing. And as in all this for nothing, in school you didn't do nothing. So when ball over with, you have nothing at all. Like
yeah. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do after that? You came into school just saying you going to the NFL and with them saying COVID here and you might not play, that dream over with. So now what you got?
Talk,
So
talk about elaborate more on that part right there for the kids that's watching, letting them know that sports is a vehicle. You know,
yeah.
it's only going to be a certain part of your life you're going to be able to do it at its highest peak, and then you're going to have to transition to something else. Let them know how important it is to be a little bit more diverse and have more intellect. It's cool to be smart and
Yeah.
a creator. Like talk
I
about
mean,
that.
yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know. For me personally, like I say, I was adamant on just going to the NFL, and when we saying that, like this is only a platform for me. Like, yeah, I love ball, I love football, my family, I love football, but this is only like this a step is like this for me getting drafted and stuff like that got me here. When I got that degree and I walked across that stage, when football over, or I get injured or anything like that, like I'm done. That degree put me here to where now. My name is Montrell Washington. How you doing? Like, I'm trying to apply for a job. Oh, I see you play football. Your leadership skills. You have that football can back you up now. Like you. It's just don't. It's okay. Trust me. Like it's okay. Like I'm not saying I was the smartest guy, things like that. But man, get your degree. What? Like go to school. You can get good grades. Even if you don't get the best grades, A's, B's, cool. Not saying it. Sometimes C's get you degrees too. Not, but hey, long as you get that degree, do what you got to do. You know what I mean. But make sure y'all you can go to class, get them to get that degree. Because at the end of the day, that's what's gonna really get you that money on that you want, or that next level, or whatever you're trying to do in life. The degree is gonna open the door for you. Football just a stepping line. That's just one step. Or it's just hey. Please get y'all degree, man.
Yes, sir. So, talk about the bowl games. You guys make any bowl games during your time at Sanford?
Yeah, so nah, Sanford did not make any bowl games. I don't think we were even bowl eligible. We only played our conference games, and then we got like one big game every year. So my freshman year, our big game was Georgia.
Okay.
I got like two snaps in that, like a reverse. You know, that was cool. For being from Georgia, let me get the ball or whatever. That was cool. Sophomore year rolled around. Our big game was Florida State.
Okay.
I had ended up actually having a little injury with my hand, so I had a cast on, but I was at running back at the time, and I had like 2 or 3 carries that game, which was cool, not
Okay.
too bad. Like I say, I was playing around till I got to my senior year. Well, okay, junior year rolled around, messing around.
Mhm.
I ended up getting suspended.
Oh.
Yeah, I ended up getting suspended.
Okay.
And with me being suspended, I let my team down. Wasn't able to play in the big game. Which was Auburn that year. Not saying we probably would have won or not or anything like that. I don't know. You never know. But they lost, and yeah, that was a turning point. That really, honestly, before COVID, that probably really was a turning point because that was, obviously going into the next year. But yeah, that was a turning point really from when I clicked, like locked it in, like, all right, I did something stupid that could have like lost it all, no degree and no ball. Like
Yep.
I could have been over. You know what I mean? So now it's like, all right, yeah, let's lock in. You know what you got to do. Own up to what you did. You know what I mean, and go from there. And yeah, we went on. And not saying I did anything bad. I'm not. I can address what I did. It wasn't nothing bad. It was like we're smoking. That's all it was. We're smoking marijuana.
Yep.
And yeah, that was literally it. And we had failed to test me and some of the me and like two other people. That was it. And that's why I got suspended. But other than that, yeah, like I say, I almost lost it all. Fixed myself from that. Going into senior year, they tell us we might not play, and whoa, things get out of hand or whatever. And it's like, all right, dang, we end up playing again, actually 2 seasons in one year,
Yep.
and having our conference games, we did that. Then actually having an actual full season, did that, and that's when we ended up playing Florida.
Yep.
And that was my senior. That was the big game, and that's kind of, I feel like that's the game that kind of got me. It's no kind of, but probably got me drafted most likely.
All right. So it was that Marty R says, "Let's go Trail." He also said King Trail. All right, let's go ahead and get into the highlights of that game right there. All right, this is I don't own the rights to this video or the music. We have right now Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver, punt returner, Montrell Washington, former Sanford Bulldog. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. And everybody that's watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button, share, like, and comment. We're gonna go ahead and get into this highlight. Stay with me, Montrell.
No problem.
All right. Yes, sir. So I see you out there looking like Santana Moss out there, man, just running past everybody, streaking down the sideline. Talk about what made you boost up that game. Look like you had 4 touchdowns that game.
Yeah, I mean, that's I kind of before that game. I mean, I was really just letting everybody know in the locker room, this y'all chance to get paid. At the end of the day, it's all about. In my eyes, it was all about the money. Getting, like I said, a stepping stone, getting there, getting to the league to where you can do something after, and so that game was my chance to get myself out there and maybe getting a job in the NFL or pursuing my dream. And
There you
it
go.
worked out. Everybody on the team knew. I told them the same thing. This is everybody's chance, not just mine. If I do good, if you do good, whoever do good on here, we all did this as one, as a team. I don't just score those touchdowns because I'm just scoring. Y'all blocking, I'm blocking. We as one. So if we all do great, hey, at the end of the day, we all gonna get something out of this.
There
That's
you
kind of
go.
what it was.
That's the right mentality approaching any sport, a team sport at that. So, you go into your senior year, you do excellent. You have a big game against Florida. You're on the map. Name one of the most electrifying players in 2022. What's your mindset after the Florida game for the rest of the season, going into the conference?
I'm about to go crazy. Like after that, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, cause it's crazy. Before the game at Sanford, everybody like, oh, y'all finna get killed. Teachers like y'all finna get killed. Everybody, and if people say they wasn't, they're lying. Like
Yeah,
everybody thought we was just gonna get beat to sleep. Which I mean, they put up 70, cool, but
yeah,
we were up. I mean, they had to come get us. And I
yeah.
also had broken ribs that game, so not gonna say,
Wow,
but hey, yeah, like it
you did
was.
all that with broken ribs?
I had a flapjack on. I don't wear flapjacks.
I know.
Like, like you know what I'm saying? Like we went out there to really prove a point, and once we got back, it's like, oh y'all, everybody tried to join the bandwagon then and all that. Nah, it's too late for that. Like I've been telling y'all I was this good. I've been telling y'all the whole team was this good. Like we just, we hey, some days we on, some days we not. But we been everybody been like that. Everybody. So yeah, it was cool getting back on campus after that for sure and going throughout the season. Like, yeah, I knew it was up from there. I just had to keep doing that.
There you go. So, after your senior year, you get prepared for the combine or your pro day. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I ended up going down the train in Florida with a guy named Jordan down at X3.
Okay.
Man, that changed that kind of opened my eyes, like really how training is. I can't lie to you, like
All right.
they know what they're doing down there at X3 out in Fort Myers, I believe. X3 Performance, though, is the name of it. Great facility. Hey, it's top of the line. Yeah, just went out there and it just really got to see my whole body kind of change and prepared to run the 40, hoping to run fast. You know what I mean? That's just what I wanted to do, and I ended up doing pretty good in my pro day. Ran pretty good. I think I ran like a 4.4 low or 4.4 high, 4.4 something, which I was cool with. Had been faster, but it's fine. As long as I went 4.4 and not 4.5, I was all right.
Yep.
And yeah, it was just from there. It was just kind of it went up.
That's what's up, man. Well, you get picked up by the Broncos in the fifth round, 162nd pick. Talk about when you got that call. Where were you at, and were your family
Uh,
around? Talk about that.
yeah, yeah. So I was back home at my godparents' house in well, my house, and we just had family around, family friends. Some of my guys from Sanford came down as well. Um, and yeah, it was just a good time. And like I said beforehand, like if I got the call, I got the call. If I didn't, it was good because I was just around family, and it was all good vibes. And I ended up getting that call, and it was just like whoa. And yeah, from there it was I don't know, everything kind of just a little blackout mode, I guess. You know what I mean? Because it's like wow, this really happened. This like the dream really came true, and yeah, it was crazy. Oh, I think your mic's muted. Yeah,
You can hear me now.
yeah, you good.
All right. So, you get to the Broncos, go into training camp. Talk about that atmosphere. You get to see some of the players you looked up to as a kid, some of your favorite players. Talk about your first day on the job.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like you say, you walk in and you see people you seen on TV. Like you just like, man. For me, like I'm seeing Jerry, Judy, Cortland Sutton, Tim, Russ. Like for me, these dudes. I'm like, oh, I just try not to fan out. But yeah, it was insane. It was just crazy to see these guys, and it's like, all right, yeah, I work with these guys now, and going out to training camp. It was a little different because it's like I say, now it's a new book. This
Yeah,
not college. This not high school. You know how they say. This not signals. This real. Nah, we playing grown man football.
it's
I don't.
top of the level. It's the
Yeah,
highest.
just the best of the
Yeah.
best. Just the best of the best. Like, so you know, it was fun. You know, training camp was good. Had a nice training camp. I think made good plays here and there. I had to play on. We were doing like a little scrimmage thing, I think, and I ended up catching a pass from one of the quarterbacks, and I like did a flip at the training camp thing, and it was like the fans went crazy. It was just a whole cool experience, whole good nice vibe with that. But yeah, it was training camp the real deal though. It is the real deal. You know, y'all learn how to study, all that. Like it's all over again.
So what was it like working with Russell Wilson? Your first day at work, going out catching routes from him.
Yeah, it was crazy. Actually, first day I was walking to the weight room to kind of go stretch, and he was in there, and I'm like, oh snap! And I kind of like I was like, how you doing, Mister? And he was like, man, I'm not that old. Don't call me Mister. I'm like, yeah, I bet. Like, but I wasn't saying it as it was just like respect. Like, man, I just need you to know, hey, you got my respect. Like, but it was cool every day. Russ a true competitor. I tried to watch everything he did, how he I'm not a quarterback, but I'm watching how he work, how he study, how he come about his days. Like Russ is about his business, man. Like that's if you want to look up somebody to be like or somebody to be one day is Russ. Like that's a good role model. Seriously.
I got a highlight right here. Let's go ahead and get into that real quick. This is when you was with the Broncos and Russ was the quarterback for the team, I believe. For everybody that's watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button, share, comment, and like. We have Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver and punt returner Montrell Washington, Super Bowl champion. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Stay with me, Montrell.
Fourth catch, 68 yards for Seth Williams. Flip it. And a touchdown for the Broncos.
The wide receiver has an overall offensive weapon. Coach Hackett's very surprised how quickly he came along, but he's happy the way he stepped up.
So it's like you get used like Percy Harvin used to get used, like a Swiss Army type, Debo Samuel type. So how do you feel about that, man? You the next one up that's going to emerge into that role for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, look, I hope so. You feel me? Yeah, right now, the point we in is just it's a new team. It's not the Broncos, so it's really going into training camp when it come up. Locking in, learning the plays, get the plays down, signals down, knowing everything all the ins and outs of the book. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not a rookie no more, not year two anymore. So now you know what I'm saying. Like, it's like, all right, you got to do something. Every year somebody's coming for your job. Like it's not,
Right.
you know. It's not. It's just the highest of the highest. You know what I mean? There's no higher than this. So it's just like yeah, like I say, this year just head down, going in, changing up. Different routines, study routine, eating habits, just old habits, throwing it out, trying something new, and just going in and hey, like I say, hope things work out and we back with the Chiefs and yeah, we rolling like you say. Hopefully, hey, big season.
You know it. So she said big season coming. Get ready for this season. They said trail running this.
Nah, hope so.
Yeah, said more of that to come. All right. So we got one more highlight, and this is like the first year that you got in the NFL. This is going into your third season this year. You guys make sure you stay with us. Make sure you subscribe and hit that button. We're right back on Montrell, okay?
Off to George Payton, that's a risk. Hey, you're a good inside linebacker. We want you to rush the passer. It's already paying off for the Broncos.
Here's Washington. Opportunity to make some people miss. And he does. Stays on his feet. Out beyond the 35. And look at the emotion on that Broncos side.
Have really stepped up thus far in training camp.
Third down and 8. Johnson over the middle, and it is caught for a first down. Montrell Washington, the rookie out of Samford,
into the season with 4 touchdowns in the playoffs against the Kansas City Chiefs, and he did pick up right where he left off.
Washington on the return for Denver, slips at the 10. It's away from 1 and still on his feet across the 30. And finally wrapped up at the 35-yard line.
8 yards for Seth Williams. Flip it. And a touchdown for the Broncos. Montrell Washington. He can score touchdowns in many ways. That's a new one. Denver takes the lead.
But as a wide receiver and as an overall offensive weapon, Coach Hackett's very surprised how quickly he came along, but he's happy the way he stepped up.
Probably in the wrong spot, but they'll take anything at this point. Now it's Washington, the rookie, and he gets taken down by Okereke. Appears to be a little short of the first down. Back judge got
longest touchdown reception of McKinnon's career as Butker kicks it off. This one angling. Washington's going to have to take it out from the 1. Cuts it. And driven out of bounds just short of the 30-yard line. So another kick coming here from Tommy Townsend, who just set his career high on the previous punt. This one has got the distance as well, but returnable for Washington. Brought down as he crosses the 25-yard line.
For A.J. Cole. Washington drifting back to the 35. Here he goes. He's got speed, the rookie from Stanford.
Third down completion, rally tackle.
A.J. Cole to punt. Washington back, drifting to the 28. Here he goes. He's already had a 30-yard punt return. Oh, he's as quick as a hiccup. Look at him dance his way.
For touchdowns, 6 receptions, and they're going to punt it because remember the penalty assessed here. Kind of a drop kick effort, if you will. And this is Washington making the most of the return.
Here we go.
Yes, sir. We're back. I do not own the rights to this video, for everybody that's watching. I'd like to thank Montrell for coming on the show. What is your message to the youth, Montrell?
Man, to be honest, just don't let nobody kill your dreams. Like if you put your mind to something, for instance, like if you say you want to go to the NFL, okay, cool, that's fine. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. Don't let nobody tell you never can do nothing. Like whatever you put your mind to, you work hard at it, you can accomplish that. It may take longer than others. You know, you may not be at the same pace as others and stuff like that, but hey, you can still do it. Like just dig deep, and that's it. And you know, it'll come through. Seriously.
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and play a game real quick. What's your favorite TV show?
Oh man, I can't lie. I don't even watch TV like that. But if I had to pick one, it'd be that show. I like the fish, so that River Monster show on Animal Planet.
Okay.
Man, they don't even play that no more. I watched the old series, old episodes.
So if I was in your car right now and you turn on your Apple Music or Spotify, what would you be playing?
Probably my friend Aaron's music. He got a song Money Way, AK. It's AK the AK official. Something like hey. He got a song on there Money Way. Oh man, it's A1.
Alan Williams says Big Trail, my little bro. Yep.
That's my dog.
Yes, sir. So let's see what else. Your favorite car?
Favorite car?
Old or new school?
Nah, I want a lamb chop. That's my dream car. Lamborghini truck for sure.
Man, hey, you'll get it, man. You know, manifest everything in life.
Trust me.
Keep doing
sure.
it. We like to thank everybody for tuning in and watching tonight. And we also like to thank our guest, Mr. Montrell Washington, wide receiver, punt returner for the Kansas City Chiefs and Super Bowl champion, and former Sanford Bulldog. Okay, for everybody that's watching, make sure you subscribe to our channel on YouTube, Spotify, and also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Deezer. Okay, all right. Montrell, you got any shout outs? Anybody you want to thank before we head out?
Thank everybody. There's so many people to thank, you know what I'm saying? Just thank you to everybody that, you know, had a part in this or getting me where I am now, and also inspiring other people. You know, that's doing what you doing as well. Thank you. Thank others like you, you know, people like Alan, everybody, man. Just, you know, keep spreading joy and, you know, putting on for others and doing what you got to do.
Appreciate it, man. You're more than welcome to come back on, talk about any topic that inspire the youth. Do you recommend this show to anybody, or would you recommend this to a friend?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely would recommend it to a friend. It's cool. We just chopping it up, you know. Nothing crazy. You wasn't asking crazy questions. I was comfortable. Definitely.
All right, no problem, man. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show, man. We look forward to having you back on. Good luck this season, man, and stay safe, all right?
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you.
Hey, no problem, man. For everybody that's watching, thank you for tuning in. We'll get with you next time. You just watch another episode of the Sports Shop 27. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate you tuning in and be blessed. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Later.